Hi, everybody. Carl the Prado, A to Z Business IT. So today I wanted to really talk about one of the issues that we're seeing coming up a lot, which is, people feel like they have cyber insurance, they're all done. And even though cyber insurance is absolutely critical in protecting your business, and I'm a big proponent to that, it is not, unfortunately, a fail-safe solution. You still need to pair that with cybersecurity. I'll give you a couple of recent examples of where people went out and got the policies and really didn't know what they were getting, and making sure that they had the systems in place so that they could make sure that their claims were paid. I recently had one of my associates. He was referred to a client who had a $150,000 cyber insurance policy. They had just suffered a breach. One of the caveats to this was the insurance company required a full forensics investigation before they'd even consider paying the claim. And due to the sublimits on the its policy, they were only going to get $5,000 up front as far as the forensics was concerned. The cost of the investigation, to put everything in perspective, was $50,000 to have what we call an incident response team come in and package that full investigation up for the insurance company. And that doesn't even include the downtime and the loss of ransomware. So first of all, it's probably a policy that wasn't matched correctly. It's $150,000 sounds a little low when you look at what the claims are out there. But second, they with this type of policy, they really needed to have $50,000 in cash, liquid, available to them before even going ahead and processing the claim to see if they were going to get paid on it. So they had to be $45,000 out of pocket there. Another one that's going on right now in the courts right now in Illinois is Travelers Insurance. They're petitioning the courts in Illinois because they had a company had taken out a policy with them in April of last year, and they filed a claim in May. And what Travelers is saying is that they falsified their information when they went through the questionnaire. Now, what that means is when you apply for insurance, for cyber insurance, insurance companies are going to ask you questions. We see somewhere between 20 to 140 questions on average that are out there. If you want help going through that, we're here to help. But one of the things that they put there was that, what they were requiring was something we call multi-factor authentication, or what's known as MFA, meaning a third party, either through a phone or through a text message, was going to establish an additional code to get into the systems. So the company that applied for the policy said, yes, we have that in place. And according to court filings the Travelers just made, what they're claiming is, well, yeah, you had it on a firewall, but you did not have it on the servers in the system. And because of that, they are looking to get out of paying this policy. So this really gets back to something I preach about especially when you're looking at insurance policies and going through the process. You really should have what's called a cybersecurity risk assessment. First of all, you want to understand, what you're protecting, the quality of the data, what the costs of the breaches are, and that's part of what a cybersecurity risk assessment will do. Other parts, it's going to look at weaknesses, and it will help. The insurance companies wants to see that because they know that a third party is going out there and checking to make sure that what the client says they're doing, they are doing, or they're in the process of at least moving towards that step. So by doing that, you're creating, you're finding the gaps inside of your systems, and the places where attackers can come in and take advantage of you, and gives you a place to shore that up and to mitigate those risks. And also, makes it much easier for you to get insurance, and also if you have to make a claim, knowing that all your ducks are in a row. So if you haven't done a cybersecurity risk assessment within a year, we strongly recommend that. Again, especially when you're looking at a cybersecurity insurance policy, you are doing some of the right things. You realize that you need to protect your business, but if you don't pair that with a cybersecurity risk assessment, you're really not. It's like throwing a lifeboat into the water with holes in it. It's not going to float, and it's not going to be what you need. So thank you for your time. I'm going to put a link here in the chat if you want to reach out to us. Thank you so much, and you have a great day. Take care.